Okay, round 4. So, seriously, of course, first video, Mike dies. Second video, Mike dies again. Third video, I totally blow it. Fourth video, I spill water all over myself before starting. It's a good start. So Happy New Year. It's been a while. 2 months, I believe, to be exact. And that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to make this video. Felt like with the start of the new year here, it's only fitting to do something like this and just talk a little bit about things moving forward and just the plans that I have for this channel and some life changes and all sorts of other stuff that's going on. I apologize in advance that the first piece of content that I'm putting up in a couple months is a channel update video. I know that these aren't the most exciting, but I feel like it's important, so hear me out if you would. Anyways, I've always really enjoyed creating content for YouTube, but one of the biggest struggles I've had is just finding time. And I know that kind of sounds like a shitty excuse, but a lot of the content I've been making are these, in-depth camera review videos, which I really enjoy making. But the reality is that they just take a lot of time, like 4 to 5 days start to finish to make, which is totally cool. And I have a lot of fun making them. But when they take that long to make, it's hard to make them consistently just because I'm obviously not doing YouTube as a full-time gig. So to make those types of videos consistently is challenging. I definitely plan on still doing that type of content as much as possible moving forward, but I've been thinking a lot recently about what can I do differently? What other type of content can I create to kind of fill in the gaps and to just bring some structure and bring some consistency to this channel, just so you guys aren't seeing a video pop up and then 2 months later I finally get another one up. The big thing is that I've always wanted to make sure that the content I'm creating serves a purpose and has some sort of value, not just creating videos for the sake of getting something up. And that's still really important for me moving forward. So I've been thinking about, okay, what can I do? And I've thrown it out there a couple times and asked you guys, and a lot of people have said they would like to see more content, like vlog style, me talking about creativity, just going out and shooting, talking about my process, all things like that. And that is stuff that really excites me. On top of the photography, I've been doing filmmaking and video production for the past 10 or 11 years full-time as my career. So the photography in that is kind of combines as this kind of full-time creative life. And it's amazing, but it's also consuming. There's ebbs, there's flows, there's ups and downs, challenges, a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things that happen, a lot of things that don't. So, I also want to include a little bit more of that, just the realities behind this and, some of the ways I'm trying to challenge myself and some of the projects I'm trying to do, and just try and talk about that a little more and help out anyone who's also, a creative and wanting to achieve certain things and pursue certain projects. I think a lot of the times that stuff's really relatable for all of us. So I want to include more of that moving forward as well. So I'm going to talk about some of the content that I have coming up. But before that, some big life changes coming up that I'm pretty excited about. Over Christmas, I was in the UK with my wife and my daughter. My wife's family is there. And, for a while now, we've talked about moving to the UK. And we just decided that now's the time. So, yeah, as of hopefully this May, once we get through the visa process, gonna make the move over there full time. So really excited about that, and it's gonna be really interesting. I've been here just a couple hours north of Toronto in Canada for around 10 years now, and I love the area. But for me, I'm looking forward to the challenge and the opportunity to be exposed to a completely new environment, and then also have all these other possibilities out there, just, with Europe so close and accessibility to all these different countries and stuff. So really looking forward to that, and it's going to be a lot different than the work I've been creating. A lot of my work focuses on the American Southwest, which I absolutely love, but it'll be neat to go and be immersed in these, brand new environments. So looking forward to that. But anyways, back to the content for this channel. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. First and foremost, got this Intrepid 4x5. It's the MK4, which is the latest version that they've made. Folks at Intrepid were kind enough to send me one of these over, and I've been eyeballing them for a long time, so I'm super, super excited to use this. Just picked up a lens for it, Fuji 135 5.6. So over the next week or two, I'm gonna go out and start shooting with this camera and start putting together a review. So I'm really excited to do an initial impressions video and get that up for you guys, just because this is a really cool camera and super affordable, and I think it's a really neat way for people to get into large format photography. But first, the review I'm working on right now is for this beauty. This is a Bolex H16 Reflex 16mm motion picture camera. Super pumped on this. This was actually the first camera I used in film school to make the initial films and projects that we did. And ever since I've been eyeballing these, and the price on them, like other equipment, is starting to go up and up. And I found this one a couple months ago now, just for a stupid good deal. So I picked it up, sent it away. I actually got it converted to Super 16, which is really exciting. And then I took it with me to the UK just to shoot a couple rolls of Kodak 250D through it and just give it an initial test. They're really neat cameras. So they're wind up 16mm motion picture cameras. Super cool. So that's coming up. I'm gonna probably shoot the rest of this review tomorrow or the following day and hope to get it up pretty soon. So excited about that one. I think you guys are gonna like it. And then on top of that, have some flexibility over the next couple weeks. And with moving to the UK soon, for a while now I've been working on this project in the American Southwest, which some of you may kind of know just from watching some of my previous videos, or if you follow me on Instagram. And I just figured, it's gonna be a little more difficult to get there moving forward, just living over in the UK. So I'm thinking next week about jumping in my car and just taking off to New Mexico. It's like 2,800 kilometers from where I am in Ontario, but I figure, just hardcore it over 2 days and go and explore. New Mexico is one of the areas that I've spent the least time in, probably, during working on this project, and it's a place that I've always wanted to experience a little more in depth. So I'm thinking about heading there, and I'm going to definitely make a few videos documenting that trip and just talking about the project. And I think that this trip out there may kind of put the wraps on this, 2-year project I've been working on, covering the landscape out there. And I also think this is the year where I want to finally assemble it all and put out a book. So yeah, lots to come that I'm excited about. If you've made it this far, thank you for hearing me out. I really am excited about the plans for the future and creating more content for this channel. The support's been amazing from everyone, and everyone that comments and sends me messages and follows along. It really does make it all worth it, and I appreciate all you guys. So thank you. And I'm looking forward to getting content out more consistently and just seeing where things go and having fun with it. So until next time, thank you. We'll see you soon. Oh, yeah, one thing I was gonna do too this year is try and have some sort of outro. I feel like that was one a little bit, but I also wanted to say, if you're not following me on Instagram, I put my link in the description below. Check out my page. That is where I post most of my work consistently. A lot of the work from the American Southwest that I'm talking about is being put up there, updated all the time. Links below. Check it out. Thank you. See ya.